From the Detroit Free Press, in the heart of the Motor City, it's Tuesday, June 2nd. Here are today's top stories.
Presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kerry Jr. Marchers were again protesting police brutality last night after George Floyd, a black man, died 1 week ago after a white police officer knelt on his neck. Monday was the fourth straight day of protests in Detroit.
Hey, look, after this, disband. We don't need to start no more. We had our day.
That's Stefan Perez. Perez, along with hundreds of protesters, were at a standoff with police. At around 8:45 p.m., protesters were met with heavy police presence at the corner of 3rd Street and Michigan Avenue. Police told everyone to go home. Perez and the other young leaders dispersed the crowd just before 9, a different conclusion than previous protests over the weekend in Detroit and in cities across the U.S. Other major cities have experienced looting, arson, and aggressive police standoffs. In Detroit, a 16-year-old and his fellow demonstrators brought the march to a peaceful end. Perez says that's the exact result he was aiming for.
No businesses ran through, no riots, no looting, no none of that, no fights.
The protests began at 4 p.m. at Detroit Public Safety Headquarters. Demonstrators marched through Southwest Detroit, Corktown, and concluded at the headquarters. It's estimated that 1,000 protesters were in attendance. Detroit police did not deploy tear gas or rubber bullets on demonstrators, a feat that earned Stefan a brief chat with Mayor Mike Duggan. Here's some of that conversation.
Hello, Mayor Duggan. It's a shock. I didn't expect this. I just want to say I try to get everybody home safe. So I'm only 16, and I didn't even think I was gonna make it to this age. And I care about the message, and that's all I want. That's all I want for my people. That's all I want for me. I want to worry that I don't have to leave out the house and put my hoodie on and get pulled over for something I don't have to worry about. I just don't want my people to worry about it.
Stefan, I was watching the video and I saw your leadership. I have tears in my eyes. You are everything that's special about the city of Detroit.
Monday's protests concluded just before 9 in the evening. 2 people were arrested for breaking the curfew. 7 additional people were spotted in handcuffs. Over the weekend, over 240 people were arrested. Police officials say the majority of those detained did not live in Detroit. Michigan's health department reports 135 new coronavirus cases and 25 new deaths. That's some of the lowest case numbers since the beginning of the pandemic in early March. Total case numbers are over 57,000 and there are approximately 5,500 total deaths. The lower regions of Michigan will move into Phase 4 of the My Safe Start program. Governor Gretchen Whitmer lifts the shelter-in-place order at Monday's press conference.
Effective immediately, groups of 100 or less can gather outdoors so long as they maintain strict social distancing.
Under the revised order, residents are not required to stay in their homes. Workers who have jobs that require them to leave the house may do so, but Michiganders should work from home if possible. Face masks are required in enclosed spaces, and people should continue to wash their hands. Retail stores can open Thursday and restaurants and bars Monday. Both are limited to 50% capacity. Gyms, hair salons, barbershops, indoor theaters, and casinos remain closed. Whitmer says if the numbers look good, she plans to move the Traverse City and Upper Peninsula regions to Phase 5. That's the latest. For more information on COVID-19 in Michigan, visit www.freep.com.
I'm Susan Solaski, Detroit Free Press food writer. As the farmers market season begins to slowly open, business will be far from usual. Shoppers can expect lots of changes. Most have scrap plans for live music, food sampling, children's activities, and allowing you to bring your dog. Another change is not touching the produce. Only the vendors, wearing masks and gloves, will place them in a bag for you. Because of COVID-19, rules, at least for now, require shoppers to wear a face mask and keep social distance. Some markets have postponed opening until a later date. Some are opening with fewer vendors than in years past. At the markets this year, the goal is to get you in and out and not to linger. But what market managers and vendors agree on is while markets may be different this year, the farmers are still there for its customers. As one local grower says, quote, You can't get any better than fresh picked and local.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Tad Davis. Hundreds of people in Michigan have died as a result of the coronavirus. But to us, they're more than a number. The Detroit Free Press is telling the stories of loved ones lost due to the coronavirus. If you have a family member who has died and you would like to share their story, we'd like to hear from you. To share your story, you can leave us a voicemail at 313-444-2760 or fill out the form at our website. See you tomorrow.